Alright, let's talk meat. The production of meat for human consumption is detrimental to the environment. The reasons are because of the high water and energy usage and then the large amount of greenhouse gases it produces. 3,114 square feet of land can produce 2,000 calories of beef, or can produce 70,000 calories of chicken. Both are much smaller yields compared to the 700,000 calories that grain produces for the same amount of energy. This is enough food to feed one person for over a year, or 373 people for a day, whereas the same amount of energy to make beef will only produce enough to feed one person for a single day. The waste produced by animals is also an influential pollutant, releasing both damaging chemicals and greenhouse gases during decomposition. The antibiotics given to livestock, which account for 80% of all antibiotics sold annually in the U.S., can be released into the environment through fecal matter. The solid waste produced by cattle and other animals raised for meat usually decomposes anaerobically, meaning without access to adequate oxygen. Therefore, it releases methane and carbon dioxide, two of the most damaging greenhouse gases that contribute to climate change. As much as 32 billion tons of carbon dioxide can be produced annually from meat production. One hamburger requires the same amount of water to produce as it does for 2 months' worth of showers. That's 660 gallons. Not only that, but per second, 1 to 2 acres of rainforest are being cut down to make room for animal agriculture. That is a clear loss of diversity which we and our planet depend on to survive. Seeing as most of our antibiotics and other things come from the rainforest itself, we would be at a loss without it. And sadly, we're losing it. Listen to this. Going a year without paper will save about 8.5 trees, but going a year without beef will save 3,432 trees. You do the math. The rainforest isn't the only place we're seeing massive losses in. Our oceans are being depleted, with 2.7 trillion fish being caught annually, and yet a massive 40% of those fish being killed and discarded as unwanted bycatch. Harmful fishing techniques are also destroying the ocean floor, killing off important species like coral, which are necessary for the health of the oceans and ultimately the planet. Eliminating meat consumption, even temporarily, can have an enormous impact. By eliminating meat from one's diet for only one day, a person can save 1,100 gallons of water, 45 pounds of grain, 30 square feet of forest, 10 pounds of carbon dioxide. It is also beneficial for human health, as meat consumption contributes to 70% of all diseases, including the top killers like obesity, coronary artery disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, and a third of all cancers. Overall, by replacing meat with fruits and vegetables, people can improve their health while simultaneously improving the health of the planet. Now, who wouldn't want to do that?